If you've ever felt like you're here for a reason or that Earth has always felt a little off, this video might explain why. The Law of One, also known as the Raw Contact, is a profound spiritual philosophy channeled in the 1980s through 3 dedicated individuals. It's centered around the idea that all things, seen and unseen, are ultimately one unified being. It may sound simple, but the implications are enormous. It speaks to your soul, especially if you've always sensed that life is more than what we're taught. So, how did this begin? The channeled entity called Ra came through a woman named Carla Ruckert. She wasn't just reading messages. She entered a deep trance state where her conscious self stepped aside, allowing Ra to speak directly through her. She was supported by Don Elkins, a physicist and spiritual seeker who asked the questions, and Jim McCarty, the one who kept the records and grounded the sessions. Together, they created a sacred space for these transmissions, aligning crystals, reading Bible passages, and saying protective prayers to maintain a high vibration. In total, 106 sessions were held, and what came through was mind-blowing. Channeling, by the way, is the process of allowing a higher consciousness, whether that be a spirit, angel, galactic being, or even a future version of yourself, to express itself through you. It can be verbal, written, or intuitive. It's not imagination. It's not delusion. When done with care and protection, it becomes a pure transmission of divine wisdom. The person channeling is simply the vessel. The most important teaching Ra shared is simple, but deep. All is one, and one is all. Everything you see, trees, stars, people, even sadness or fear, is the same consciousness experiencing itself in infinite forms. You are not a part of the universe. You are the universe expressing itself as you. There is no separation. That's the illusion. Now, many spiritual texts echo this truth, but what makes Ra's material different is how it maps the path of evolution through something called densities. According to Ra, existence unfolds through 8 densities, like octaves in music, each representing a different level of consciousness. First density is beingness, the realm of the elements, fire, water, air, earth. They have atomic bodies and represent the raw materials of creation. Second density is growth. Here we find plants, animals, bacteria, and crystals. Life begins to evolve toward awareness, governed by instinct and biological will. Third density is self-awareness. This is where humans are. We can say, I am, and we can choose. We have free will, and it's the most crucial density, because it's where we decide how we want to evolve, whether we serve others or serve ourselves. Fourth density is love. It's the realm of unity, where beings understand that to help others is to help themselves. Compassion becomes the guiding force. Jesus brought these teachings to humanity. Earth has recently shifted into this density, and many are awakening because of it. This density still has a physical body, but the energy is far more heart-centered. Fifth and sixth densities are wisdom and unity. In these densities, we become light beings, no longer bound by chemical bodies. Time becomes non-linear. The veil of forgetting lifts. We move beyond identity, beyond separation, and closer to the original source. Now here's the kicker. Ra says that at the end of a third density cycle, which is where Earth is now, there is something called the harvest. This is the moment souls are evaluated. Those who've chosen to serve others, who've loved and grown, graduate into the fourth density. Those who haven't, repeat the cycle. Service to others doesn't mean being a saint. It means genuinely caring, helping when you can, offering love, compassion, or simply a smile. If your intention is to uplift, even in small ways, you're aligning with fourth density energy. Earth, right now, is going through a massive shift. And while the world may seem chaotic, that's part of the process. Old systems are crumbling, the veil is thinning, and more people are waking up to their divine nature. One of Ra's most beautiful teachings is the veil of forgetting. Before we incarnate here, we agree to forget who we truly are. It sounds cruel, but it's a divine design. Because true free will can only exist if we don't remember the game. We come here blind, and then we awaken. That awakening, that's the soul remembering its light. Now let's talk about wanderers. According to Ra, not all souls on Earth are native to third density. Some come from higher densities, fourth, fifth, even sixth, and choose to incarnate here to assist humanity through its harvest. These beings are called wanderers. Wanderers are often highly sensitive, empathetic, and spiritually curious from a young age. They may feel like Earth isn't their home, or experience depression and disconnection. That's because they're not from here, not originally. They volunteered to descend into a more difficult density to help raise the collective frequency. But like everyone else, they pass through the veil. They forget who they are. Their challenge is to awaken, to remember, and to live their mission, which is simply to embody love and light, not by preaching, but by being. You might be a wanderer if you've always felt different. If you've looked up at the stars with a sense of homesickness, if the suffering of others feels unbearable to witness, and if you've always wanted to help, even without knowing why. Wanderers often activate during times of global or personal crisis. When they do, their vibration shifts, and they start attracting synchronicities, soul connections, and higher guidance. Their presence alone can uplift entire communities. When their incarnation is complete, wanderers usually return to their native density, unless they choose to stay and help again. Their greatest power is the remembrance of who they are. So whether you're a wanderer, a newly awakened soul, or simply someone who's always known there's more to life, the law of one has something to offer you. It doesn't ask for belief, just openness. Because the truth is, you are not alone. You never were. You are part of a cosmic family, a radiant spark of the infinite creator, and you are here now, for a reason. You are the universe, waking up to itself. And the more you remember, the more love flows through you. That's what the shift is about. That's what the harvest is about. And that's why you're here. We are all one. One is all. And love is the key to everything.